maps and use it. Amazonia, TR, TS, Last Refuge, and Echo Isles. It is TH versus LawLiet. So, Amazonia first. I need to write them down.
I think Amazonia and Turtle Rock probably the most interesting ones. Because Amazonia obviously being the smallest, only one expansion for each player, and Turtle Rock, lots of expos. I was hoping for a Twisted Meadows game with like island expos and crazy long game, maybe 2 hours or something. But TM isn't in there. I imagine LawLiet vetoed it out because TH really likes spreading out all over the place. And LawLiet is not Moon after all.
Exactly.
So I think a lot of this series is going to be how quick after the human does LawLiet get up his expansion, and how quick does he get his hero to level 5. And of course, as always, how much does he prefer the Ward in this series?
Gonna see about that. There he is, 25 years old, Jojeon, Night Elf, of course, LawLiet. Not looking into the camera here. Looks a little stressed out, as you mentioned before already. And I saw this at TWCL. He was coughing a bit and seemed a little exhausted. Nickname Apprentice of Korean Night Elf Master. Nice.
Catchy.
Very, very catchy. His biggest success, of course, bronze medal at WCA 2015. He's been around it for the scene for quite some time, but his big breakthrough, definitely 2015. His opponent today, TH000, the 3X, Wang Xiang, 26 years old, human player, of course. He was the world champion, the WCG 2013. The last episode of the so renowned tournament was his, where he beat Moon in a very dramatic and emotional final. And he's not qualified for this edition of the WCA, and there's only one chance left for him. And now he has to represent China and in this very important match. But his shape is getting better and better and better, and I'm curious what the former most creative player in the world has in store for LawLiet.
Yeah, man, watching TH on top of his game is always a treat. And LawLiet, one of those players, he is one of the most stable we've seen in recent years, I would say. Like, was there a period when we said, LawLiet, these last couple of months hasn't been your time? I can't remember a time where he was really underperforming.
I can remember when we said, okay, he's not that great, and the game started. Damn it. Shall we wait for Netty's TV or just restream?
It is not necessarily going to be on Netties.
Okay.
Because I know they try to monetize some of their games so that you can only see when you pay for the subscription.
Okay.
So we may have to restream.
Alright, I hope we are in sync. Gonna see about that.
So you're using Douyu, right?
Yeah, I'm using Douyu.
Okay, so I'm going to be using Douyu as well. We're not going to be perfectly in sync, but yeah, as best as we can. So I guess we can talk like 2 to 3 more minutes, and if it doesn't appear in the client, then we got to go with the Douyu. I mean, nothing is happening anyways. Amazonia is going to be the first map. So, TH, what do you say? Is there a chance that somewhere in this series we're going to be seeing some refillments?
Refillments? Nah, I don't think so, man. This is gonna be expansion play. We have TH in the bottom left as China, of course. I think nowadays the human players, the good human players, the top tier human players, they always go for an expansion. They figured out ways to build an expansion even when the creep spots are hard. For example, pull 10 peasants, or how to creep a creep spot like here on Amazonia. The creeps have been pulled by TH, so they will attack the Engine of War in a second, but he's losing that scouting peasant. How much damage can they do? I don't think too much. Usually you want them to attack the Engine of War when he's just building, or still building, and so I think not a big distraction for LawLiet.
And it's the Demon Hunter. Of course, Amazonia, the worst Warden map. Yeah, probably the worst Warden map. And we have seen him leaning towards the Demon quite a bit more than he has in the past, even on maps like Echo Isles, where the Warden was his #1 choice for such a long time. But yeah, he's not the one-trick pony that he was before, where players said, yeah, the Warden, he plays it better than anything else, but, you know, that's his thing. No. Nowadays, he plays a world-class demon as well. And
The
I
game is
remember...
on NetEase TV, by the way. Do we want to switch?
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, of course.
So we have the in-game sounds and stuff and our own camera control.
Ready to work.
Damn it, that's loud.
Ready to work.
Ready to work. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Nope.
Don't forget to
Job's
put
done.
out the chat thingy.
Yeah.
Ready to work.
Well, alright then.
Okay. Here we go, guys.
Town is under
16-9 it is. Please tell me if the sound levels are correct. Or if I have to lower anything. That would be very, very nice of you.
When LawLiet was so successful at the APAC qualifier,
player's forces
I mean,
are
there was
under
only one
attack.
human there, to be honest. It was Reprisal, but he looked so strong. He always managed to get up his expansion fairly quickly, and that was like 2,000 to 3,000 gold after the human. And I think more importantly, he always managed to get at least level 4 on his first hero before the first big push hit. And if things were going perfectly, he managed to look for an engagement before the human had his critical mass, before he had his 70-80 supply. And that's of course kind of counterintuitive. Look for the fight when you know that the opponent's bringing it to you, but LawLiet really seems to have this timings of this matchup down perfectly.
I would definitely agree. So we see the situation that we had before. We are catched up now, I guess. And there's an early Hunter's Hall coming on tier 1. So he knows, okay, the expansion is coming. I know I have to pressure. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is an immolation build instead of a mana burn build.
We can even see it here on NetEase, which is really
True.
cool. He only has the evasion so far, and he saves the next skill point, trying to see how much he can do. The Wisp is in position. He would love to get the double
Town is
detonate on
under
the Watch Elemental, but if the human paid attention, this should not happen. And he gets none of them. Wow, nice bait.
Really nice split by TH here, but there's more Wisps coming, some more Detonate coming. How much damage can he do? There's Immolation now. Damage to the Peasant as much as possible, but of course he's taking hits. First Peasant is down, second one about to drop. Here comes an End Snare on the Wisp. First Detonate, and he gets both of them. So the Water Elementals are gone. The Rock Golem is still helping LawLiet, and he does tons and tons of damage with his Immolation.
Town is under siege.
Alright, he's gonna get close to level 3, 2.5 here. One more Footman, and the item, of course, would be beautiful to get as well. But he's not hunting down the Red Golem. But now the Peasant's very exposed. Oh, unfortunate boulder onto the Demon Hunter, taking so much damage. Another Peasant dies to the Rock Golem. LawLiet has to retreat. That was a lot of damage, yes. But the Expo will come up, I guess. Archer in position again. Demon Hunter, is he gonna buy the Telly Staff to run back, heal, and come back again? He's in fact not going back to heal. Is that the right choice? Because he can't really engage here anymore. Rock Golem drops level 3 for the AM, very important. Here's the Huntress, but a little bit of wasted time here. The Demon Hunter, maybe he was sent back with a click and the Footman distracted him. But
Possible.
that shouldn't really happen to a player of LawLiet's caliber.
Okay, now he gets to the shop. It is, of course, Boots time. He gets it and does no Telly Staff. Alright, so it's gonna take a lot of time for him to get back. He's trying to harass with the Huntress, of course. The expansion only now started. But what can one Huntress do? Of course, there is no tower yet. Is there a lumber mill? No, not in position, not in the build. And now it's two Huntress. How long does the Demon Hunter take? He has boots, of course. He is a bit quicker. And here he's coming again. Full mana, full HP.
Town
He
is
stole
under
the Dust of Appearance, by the way. Did you mention this?
Yeah.
Okay. Here
And
comes
he
the
can scan-
reveal, though. Of
Yeah,
course, you can
hold on,
see
Victoria.
the heroes, the archers that way. All right, first Peasant dies. Now Immolation again against 3. Second one falling. He doesn't move him at all. He doesn't move him at all. Another one dies, and another one dies. The Carnage Man. So much damage being dealt.
Level 3 for the Demon Hunter. Did not pick a second skill, yet no Evasion level 2 or Immolation level 2. But yeah, he loses that one Huntress, but that was definitely worth it. All the Peasants dead
Town
and
is
2
under
footmen hurt as well. So as good as the first defense was of TH, the second one, horrible.
Yeah, what was that, man? He just let the Peasant stand there against Immolation. Like, And also, this expansion isn't built too well. Usually you build the expansion in such a way that the town hall and the tower are right next to each other, so that you can slip in the peasants between the tower and the town hall, where the demon hunter cannot follow. But as we can see here, the base is not built in such a way. Infi, for example, always builds it in such a way to save his peasants. TH, maybe too lazy, he must know about this build, but he doesn't go for it and suffers so many losses.
So, yeah, he continues to build it, but that was so expensive. He had to rebuild 4 peasants. That's, of course, going to delay his tier 2. And in the meantime, LawLiet already finished with his tier 2. Hunter's Hall, of course, is there. We saw Huntress, so the entrance of Law will be in time. And we see the Naga and a Shredder second.
And the Footmen steal the Shredder, and now TH doesn't want to be facing aggression anymore. He's trying to put on some counter pressure, but now he might be losing the Shredder. There's no Zeppelin ready to save that guy, and the Shredder is really expensive. Does not want to lose it. By the way, Shredder for both sides, as we can see here. And the Naga, holy crap, the damage. Is she gonna die? She's close to the Moonwells, so she will survive. But the Shredder of TH is falling. A lot of gold lost very quickly.
Yeah, and there's mass repair coming for the Shredder of LawLiet, but the Naga catches the next Firebolt, but the Moon Juice keeping her alive, staffing out the Shredder. Perfect game so far by LawLiet, man. Holy shitballs. And there is tier 2, there is the ability to buy a potion. Does he have to? Or will he let her die? Okay, Naga goes down, so TH is at least accomplishing something. But the Shredder remains alive. The Demon Hunter is getting closer and closer to level 4. The Hunter is still doing a good job here against the Water Elementals. 1 down, additional experience, mana burn. So it's the 1-1-1 build for LawLiet. And now the big right hand. And he gets the surround. Holy shit, are you sleeping, TH?
Damage rolls!
Stepping out! But the mana burn just wasn't enough.
The Shredder has a damage cap of 61, the Demon Hunter of 50. That was some rolling of the dice. I guess he could have used the TP last second. But now he's low HP, man. There's no healing pots for him. There's no Zeppelin, but there is one coming in a second. Is he gonna be arriving in time? Yes, he is.
Ooh, that was really close. Nice blockings by TH here to refrain, to not let the Demon Hunter enter this expansion here. So yeah, he can heal everything up, pack it in the Zeppelin so it can't be cancelled. But the pressure is gonna be so high. 2 Hunters and the Shredder, and I guess the Naga will be back in a second. The first Dryads are appearing, the Engine of Lore is ready. No tier 3 tech just yet. But with the Dryads, of course, comes Dispel, and that makes things a lot easier for the Korean.
Alright, we have no counter expansion so far. No tier 3. What's his strategy gonna be? He needs to decide within the next 30 seconds, I would say. Because otherwise it's gonna be too late. Tier 2 tech has started quite a while ago, actually, for TH, and now the Zeppelin harass is gonna be commencing. Looks like he's actually gonna need a Hippo. Or actually, if he just pressures the expansion, then he doesn't have to fear anything himself. He gets a Zeppelin, in fact, of his own, and he's gonna drop inside the human main.
Oh boy. That's gonna hurt. There is no tower ready, and the Archmage once again in deep, deep trouble. Has to be saved by the Zeppelin for the, I don't know, 3rd or 4th time. How much damage can he do? The Demon Hunter is hurt, the Shredder is hurt, so I think he gets out there. Naga back to the battlefield. Oh, dropping her in as well. Oh boy, this is micro battle on the best level that we can expect here.
He would like to get the Zeppelin here. With the Naga cold arrows, the Zeppelin of the human is kind of vulnerable, but he can't really get. Everything is starting to drop low. Look inside the Zeppelin of LawLiet. Everything is low HP, but he wants to go out again. Is he playing with fire here? He is, but it seems like he's not burning his fingers. Gets away. So many footmen, by the way, for TH, who has now reached tier 2 and is going for the Blood Mage second. Tier 3 happening for LawLiet, but it seems like despite all the damage, seems to be a little slow for the Korean.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing. The second Engine of Lore was slow, and I think his tier 3 tech was slow as well. Now the expansion is coming most likely. He's creeping his natural. But of course this is time for TH to get his Sanctums up, to get the Workshop up. And we're gonna see about that, how things pan out here. We have as an item...
Oh, the creep jack,
stealing. But this creep jack could really hurt.
Is he going to be able to get out with the Zeppelin, or does he have to use the TP? He's gonna lose 1 Huntress here, but it's only Huntress. That doesn't matter too much. And the Zeppelin is keeping vision of the other Zeppelin, so he doesn't want to use it. Goes for the Naga right away. She has a healing potion though, and don't forget about the human Zeppelin. Always able to save. He loses 1. I think he lost no Dryades, but now his own Naga in a lot of trouble. Trying to go for the surround. Not quite getting it. Does he have the stab on the demon? He does not.
Oh boy, that's a problem. Heal potion being used by TH, and he gets the Naga for the second time. Now the Demon Hunter in problems, trying to chase the Archmage, but he's just too strong. Demon Hunter down to below 100, and he needs a potion and the Moon Juice, but the Moon Juice is rare, and the Moon wells are all dry. Naga takes some time, leveled up to level 2, so that's 90 seconds, where she's out of the battlefield. All the Dryads are low. We don't see any bears just yet, so no rejuvenation, and LawLiet is heavily committing to this tier 2 stuff. Reveal being used to get the Zeppelin, and the Zeppelin is falling, I guess. No, first going for the Naga here. No town portal on her, but the Zeppelin... Okay, now that's it. For the Zeppelin and for the Naga. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter, and the Archmage couldn't transfer the town portal anymore. Might be forced into using that item nevertheless, if he gets more slow out.
He could have used the TP quite a while ago, actually. Could have transferred it. But I guess he actually let her die intentionally to buy a little bit more time. Even if he gives the Demon Hunter more experience. Because in the meantime, his infrastructure is coming up. He has double Sanctum now. Don't think he has a workshop anywhere yet. And we all know what's coming. It's a 70 supply to 80 supply push. So much gold for TH, man. 1.5k.
But what is TH doing? He's feeding the Demon Hunter so hard. The immolation area of effect damage against all those footmen. 3 are dead already. Can he get some revenge? Or now the Archmage is coming back in. Has a heal potion though, and the town portal to get out there. But I think at least 1 more footman will be dying here. Demon Hunter is coming back. Oh, but he has to be super duper careful. The Naga's arriving again. Whew.
That's weird. But unless the Demon Hunter hits level 6, I don't think he's gonna be strong enough to hold this on his own.
True, but he's getting closer and closer. Level 4.5 already. No level 3 Naga. Demon Hunter has a town portal. Only 50 HP left.
And again, this is what LawLiet oftentimes likes to do in this matchup. Look for the fight before the human hits critical mass. But he's really not in fighting condition. The Demon Hunter was super low. He has no Master Bears. His second hero is not too impressive at all. Usually in this stage of the game, he would kind of like to have a level 3 Panda, but level 2 Naga, man, does quite cut it, and now he has to resort to creeping. The Demon Hunter is very close to level 5. Can that be his saving grace?
The Archmage a little further away, so I think Mass Teleport won't help him that much, and there's only 1 base for LawLiet, no expansions, so he can't pull too many shenanigans with that ultimate of the Archmage, but that's on the stars. First Bear is appearing here with Master Upgrade already. He has Rejuvenation, and the Shredder is coming to aid as well. Big creep spot for TH in the upper left. A lot of experience and possibly a big item. Look at the inventory of the Naga. 2 heal scrolls, 1 invo potion. That is very, very good. Devotion Aura, not so much.
I think LawLiet was really caught off guard by the mass of footmen. We had like 10 footmen at a time. I think he was expecting more, more care, I guess, from his opponent to be going for fewer footmen, maybe a few more towers, and then, you know, go to tier 2 quicker. But he had so many footmen to deal with in the early game that he wasn't really prepared to deal with, because the Naga early isn't good against those masses of footmen. The Panda excelled there. But he went for the Naga, and yeah, despite the early damage, LawLiet wasn't able to follow up. I think he might be caught a little bit off guard here himself, because we remembered how many peasants he killed, but the economy got rolling at some point. But now, could this be the creep jack that turns the game around?
Possibly. We have level 4, almost level 5. What's the item here? Not a good one. Level 3 on the Naga finally. Demon Hunter level 5, but it is the 1-1-1 build, with only now having the mana burn on level 3 and no level 2 evasion. So the Demon Hunter is not as tanky as we are used to, and the creep jack turns out to be a good situation for TH. His army is great. He even adds Rifleman here. So you were kind of right in your prediction for this game right at the start. No mod teams, but Rifleman.
He's getting both. We've been seeing this a lot more from the Chinese human players. Get riflemen and mortar teams, just get stuff, you know, as quickly as you possibly can. Get stuff from everywhere to be hitting that timing as soon as possible. And yeah, we're getting there. It is 80 supply now, 83 in fact for the human, and LawLiet 57. We all know from the wise men of this world that numbers don't lie. And it's looking pretty bad.
They spell disaster for LawLiet. But he has Moonwells, he has a strong Demon Hunter, he has an Orb. The Naga is not too bad as well. He has Illusions, but of course they can be dispelled. Let's see what TH is capable of doing here. 83 versus 65, but of course the guys in production, the bears in production need some time. The blocker line is not that good. Oh my god, the bears are all stuck behind the Dryad. The first one is about to drop. Illusions being used to tank some damage, but immediately dispelled. Well reacted by TH. He's kind of forced back, but the question is for how long. Mass detonate coming in, so everything is out of mana. He's trying to go for the hero kill. The Naga is already kind of low. The Demon Hunter is still chasing her. Invu Potion being used. He needs some healing or a staff on this one bear. The breakers are not finding a nice concave here, but still with the damage of the rifleman, he can get past those bears.
And the good thing here for LawLiet is there's a lot of footmen in this army, so even though it's a lot of army, it's not the best. And the upgrades also aren't too great. He's trying to get the Naga again. He doesn't have any healing anymore, or invul. Is he gonna be able to? The Demon Hunter is falling low at the same time. He has the staff ready to save his first hero, but now his Naga is well in trouble. 10 HP TPing out just barely in the nick of time. Is he gonna be able to save it? The Archmage is looking for the kill, but doesn't find it. Now the Demon Hunter in trouble again. Healing Potion, Moonstone, everything trying to be used, but the Demon Hunter is still in trouble. Might be falling. No! The staff saving him again. And now TH in a bad position in this Night Elf base.
True that. Not the best fighting position for him, but the Demon Hunter is out of the fight. Rejuvenation helps him, of course, but how long can the bears buy time here for the Demon Hunter to come back? He's not close to level 6. This is not the ultimate that's gonna save his ass in this first game of China versus Korea, day number 3. I think the forces of TH are just too strong. Bears are falling one after another. The Demon Hunter is dropping low, is surrounded, can't get out of there. He's trying to fight out with a Fork Lightning, but no Reju anymore. Staffing out now, but the damage might still be coming. No! But everything is low. Town Portal out by TH here, or might not even be a Town Portal, but Mass Teleport. Yes, repositioning in the fight. The ultimate is ready, so you see how much stuff TH killed here. And that's it! GG! First game of the day is over, and after not the best early game of all times, TH just with mass stuff winning this game and catching LawLiet by surprise.
But still got kind of close in the end, so LawLiet is still a fierce opponent to be having. This should have been an easy win. It was 84 supply against 57. That's usually A-click Group 1, A-click Group B, A-click Group 3, and, you know, hands from the keyboard, alright, I win. But LawLiet made it very close. And it was really cool. Mass Wisp Detonate, as you pointed out, he moved forward going for the mortar teams and the Naga right away. The two most vulnerable parts of the army. He, in fact, tried to go for a staff... No, what's it called? A Wand of Illusions around that almost worked, man, to start the fight off. If that had killed the Naga right away, maybe things would have looked different. But this was also, I think, kind of unusual from LawLiet, putting so many of his eggs in this basket against TH. You get it? So much aggression early on. I know he likes to play aggressively, but oftentimes he expands behind it or gets a fast tech behind it. But here he really put so much effort into putting on so much pressure, and it seemed to work, actually. It seemed to work really well, but in the end, I guess not enough. And we see on the screen right now, Remind, his mentor, is talking to him, and probably has a few good suggestions here to make what he could have done better. Yeah. But I think to take away from this game, he didn't play bad. It was still very close, even though it should have been really a lot more easy, actually, for TH to close out.
And right next to TH is Life, the new up-and-coming Night Elf star of the Chinese scene, 19 years old, second place at the Robam tournament, his big breakthrough performance. He is here as the support for TH, and the next map is Turtle Rock, so it's gonna be interesting. I got the room name here, but I can't join the lobby because I have to download maps, and that's not working here at NetEase for me. That's pretty unfortunate.
Well, we can of course go with Netties. That's almost the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, life, another cool storyline. And what tournament was it where he kind of suddenly shined and then he was just there?
That was Robam.
That was Robam, exactly. That's the one. Yeah, man, like the gold mine of China still churning out some nuggets, some fresh new nuggets. First it was 120, now it's live. This is gonna be his time to catch up with the greats of the world. We thought for the longest time that Shishi was the best night elf in China, but you know, honestly, not all that great. But I think now Life has claimed the title for himself.
Yeah, that's of course very, very cool to see. Well, because we haven't seen so many night elves in China, and maybe he's bringing some new ideas to the race, like LawLiet did in Korea. Maybe Life can put some fresh air into the stale night elf game that we saw for so long.
I'm not too familiar with his games, but of course, being young is always helps. Maybe he has some ideas of his own to incorporate.
Okay, I'm trying to restart NetEase. Maybe we can join the game directly then. I can download the maps.
Turtle Rock, of course, as you said, is going to be the next map, and we all know that's the hardest map out of any for a human to expand on. And especially players like Hawk in Europe, have been playing quite a few rifle pushes on this map, but the Chinese really, they don't ever do that. But we saw LawLiet putting on a lot of damage and aggression against the early expansion. Is he going to be going the same route again? I think that's going to be an interesting tell for LawLiet's place mindset. I mean, for today, you know, he goes for a strategy game one, a lot of aggression, and it seems to work. But in the end, it's still not good enough at all. Then next map, actually, the same strategy should still be very strong. So is he still convinced that his own strategies or his own ideas, his own approach for the game is the right one? Or is he like, you know, thrown back now and he's like, damn, that should have worked. Why didn't it work? Maybe I better change something up. Maybe he's a little tilted by this, but LawLiet not usually the player to get tilted.
True that, but we saw a nice scene here on stream. Remind putting his hands around LawLiet's shoulder, cheering him up a bit. And TH, yeah, concentrated as always, texting on the phone. Got something better to do than to concentrate on this game. So yeah, that's definitely a difference. How these two players approach this game, or how they prepare for this game.
Does LawLiet ever play Dark Ranger, by the way? I don't think
haven't seen him play that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think I've ever seen him play Dark Ranger. Does he play Beastmaster? I don't think I've seen him play Beastmaster either.
Just Warden and the Demon Hunter, I guess.
Something we completely neglected to ask him when we met him.
Well,
gotta do it next time.
Exactly. I think we will have the chance in Yinchuan again in December.
I feel like there might be a treasure hidden there that he might be able to uncover, because especially Dark Ranger is a hero so rarely used that he can oftentimes catch your opponent off guard. You just let her creep, let her creep, let her creep. She's so quickly level 5, and then you know you have your expansion, your opponent has expansion, then you look for some engagement, and suddenly he steals your units and gets his own units. And that's such an awkward situation that's really only established by this one hero that many people get caught off by. So I would love actually to see a Dark Ranger right now, but out of nowhere, that would be a massive surprise.
I don't know, do you follow LawLiet's stream? Because I don't at the moment.
I watch his stream every now and then, and on his stream he plays everything. Like, literally everything. He plays Naga first, he plays Tinker first, Firelord second, he plays everything. So he has experience with every hero, but not on every level.
Alright. Can you join the lobby, by the way? Is it working for you?
I know the room number.
I do, but you can join the lobby in general. Because I can't download the maps for some reason. But okay. Gonna see about that. We were waiting for NetEase TV. As you can see, the spawning positions here already on stream. In the upper left, we have LawLiet as the Night Elf. Of course, his opponent TH is leading 1-0. And spawning in the bottom right.
It's my turn. Spawning in the bottom right is TH, the defender of China, the master of this game for a long period, where many people said he was the most talented player to ever touch it. Then he fell off, but it's not long, like maybe 2 weeks or something, he is claiming the title of champion again. He came very close against Moon, second place at PGL, and now, representing his country, being deemed the best of his country, fighting up against Korea, and he's in the lead 1-0.
True that. So, I got something here. Alright. Okay, I got the admin in NetEase now, so I hope this will work next time. There it is in NetEase TV. And yeah, no neutral hero, if I saw that correctly. Should be a Demon Hunter, right?
It's the Demon Hunter, yeah.
Okay.
No Warden yet. Of course, these are two horrible Warden maps, Turtle Rock and Echo Isles. Not Turtle Rock and Amazonia, excuse me. So, question is, expansion, yes or no? It's very likely yes. The big question for the early game is, how much pressure does LawLiet want to apply? Is it going to be late tech again? Is it going to be Huntresses again? Is it going to be Immolation again? Because yes, that's very strong early on, but that falls off heavily towards the mid and late game.
It is very, very interesting, this map and this matchup, I guess. For a long, long time, we haven't seen humans expand here. But recently, they kind of make it work. Even on the back of the turtle, where it's usually bad to expand because you can attack from both sides, from the from both angles here, I guess. But they know how to build their base now, I guess, with the help of towers and maybe even blacksmith lumber mills and stuff. So this game on this map is kind of changing at the moment, and then we see a lot of fights here at the middle of the back of the turtle, where the mortar teams are shooting through the trees and positioning themselves here on the hills to shoot Night Elf expansions. And this is something we very rarely see.
I think that's one of the big reasons here. The human can always go for the expo. Question is, how much damage does he suffer? And on Turtle Rock, as you said, hard creep camps, many angles to attack from. Night Elf base is pretty close. You can take a lot of damage, but the expo can come up. And you can secure it with towers, but then you might be forced into a passive game. You might be forced to turtle up. You might be giving a lot of the map, a lot of the creeps, a lot of experience and items over to your opponent, but after that has kind of, faded away and we'll get into the later stages, then as you said, you can really abuse the terrain here. You can park your mortar teams in between the trees on the back of the turtle. You can reinforce the trees with towers and, sanctums and everything, and the Night Elf can't break you. He really cannot. And you can expand on the back of the turtle, and the Night Elf is oftentimes forced to expand somewhere else, on the outskirts of the map. And that's one of the cool things here in Warcraft 3 in general, how these maps can make such a big difference, and I think that's why Turtle Rock is one of our favorites.
True that, in every or most of the matchups, this guarantees cool matches. We have seen Chimeras lately on this map against human. Was it Watchy versus Hawk? Yeah, right? The Jera Cup final of the 17th episode. What a slobber knocker this was. And yeah, I would love to see a late game with Chimeras. LawLiet, one of the players who is not refraining of using them. He knows, okay, if I have the time to go for Chims, I know how strong they are, and especially against human or Night Elf. So don't give LawLiet too much time to expand his tech tree.
It seems like LawLiet is expecting the expansion here. He's going to head over with a level 2, and it's going to try to deal as much damage as to the natural expansion as possible. And here we can see the militia coming out. How many do we have? It is 7. So that's not too many. This creep camp will be completed. Oh, I think he denied one of the creeps with his Ancient of War, and he's not level 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a big mistake, my friend.
He's pulling 3 wisps once again. He wants to detonate them onto the water elementals, and so far his sheer presence is delaying this creep and therefore the expansion and therefore the game plan of TH. He's selling a lot boots and dust so he can reveal the archers, because of course this time there's no laboratory on this very map. More militias have been pulled, the Wisp survives, which is very, very important because it's a lot of damage. TH not willing to spend another... Okay, he doesn't have the mana for a water elemental at the moment, so that's the chance for the Wisps now. They're coming in, immolation on the Demon Hunter, here we go.
So much damage, and that is the level 2. That's gonna be evasion most likely, but he's already kind of retreating here. Archer coming in as well, trying to get more peasant kills. So far 3 have fallen, but only 1 to the Night Elf, and he's already forced to tuck tail and run. And yeah, the Expose coming up without too much damage honestly being dealt. We have the Hunter's Hall again, we have Huntresses coming out again, so it is the same strategy. But alright, we all also know there's gonna be a second push here. The Demon Hunter is gonna be healing up and coming back again. And that's where TH took a lot of damage before.
Yeah, we saw how bad it was for LawLiet that he denied that creep, because without immolation, he doesn't have the miss chances and therefore catching a lot more damage than before on map number 1 when he was level 2. So that's why he dropped down that early, and that's why he couldn't stay in this harass for much longer. Telestaff now for the Demon.
But I think it was also... He didn't deny actually the creep. He didn't finish the creep camp because there was a footman there harassing it. So actually it was good play coming out of TH, knowing exactly what was happening, trying to make it difficult for him to complete the creep camp. So the Chinese playing very well and now denying a footman, keeping the Demon Hunter further from level 3, who still was able to deal a lot of damage, man. He got almost an entire level from the damage, and he's coming back in again. He has the Staff of Teleportation, he has the Boots of Speed, he has the Huntresses, 3 coming in, and there's no tower yet. Here we go, Arcane Tower. That was also missing for a long time last game.
True that. The second harass last time killed 5 peasants. How many can he get now? Nice micro by TH so far, saving that one, but the first one is down. There is something coming up for LawLiet in the upper left, so I think this is an expansion play this time. But let's see this harass first. More and more kills. Finally level 3. Immolation is over, so he can't do that much damage, but he gets away with a lot of murder.
And that's also the thing here on this map. You can't really position the Town Hall and the tower in such a way that you can move your peasants around. On Amazonia it's possible, but TH didn't do it. That's why it took so much damage. Here it's not really possible. The Hunt and the Demon Hunter can chase them all the time, and look at this. The production is halted. The peasants have to wait in their sad little militia form until it's over to finally continue constructing. And this is so late, and I love the counter expansion. The likelihood of this being scouted is so low, and with the second hero out, I imagine it's going to be the Panda. He should have an easy time creeping this, unless we have massive amounts of footmen again. But it seems like not that many this time for TH. We have 7, but last time it was like, I don't know, 11 or something.
Yeah. So first Breath of Fire, and of course a nice synergy with Immolation, but he's not using it at the moment because the Demon Hunter is surrounded trying to get the staff. Whoa, that is close! The Demon Hunter, a town portal with 10 HP! That could have gone in the wrong direction for the Korean.
Town is under
Yeah, they were seriously playing with fire, man. Holy bejesus. Scroll of the Beast used. That could have also been possibly pretty valuable for harassment or expansion attack later on with a lot of footmen if he has them. But as I said before, not that many footmen this time. He's tacking again. Again, fairly quick tech for TH. Now, does LawLiet want to keep on pressuring, or is he going to be starting his expansion creep here? Actually, his creeping is natural and his expansion is producing some wisps, so it seems like this time around he feels like he has all the time in the world, and I think I agree. His expo is going to be up soon, but now the pressure is coming from the other side.
Yeah, it is level 3 Archmage, one more Water Elemental that he can spawn. Once again, Demon Hunter is tanking a lot of damage and dropping down fairly low. This time, of course, there is no slow because there is no Naga, so the Archmage with boots gets away. Breath of Fire into the Footman, the Engine of War is down, but that's not the biggest of losses because it doesn't really need it anymore. It's just a nice addition to help you creep.
The Dryads are starting to come out. We have Abolish Magic right away. As soon as we have like 3, maybe 4 Dryads, this harassment will easily be dealt with. But for now, TH is trying to find the windows that he can to apply some pressure. And this is also interesting. He could also be creeping a bit with these footmen, but he doesn't want to. He wants to apply some pressure. What was he able to achieve? He killed 2 huntresses, he delayed the creeping, but he didn't delay the expansion. He didn't delay the tech, he didn't delay the production. So was that worth it? I guess it was, because the only other thing he would have been able to gain would have been level 4 Archmage. So that's these little nuances where it's really hard to tell what's the best thing to do at any given stage. But now, LawLiet will be able to finish his creep camp if he so desires. But TH wants to keep up the pressure on his opponent. Oh, the Demon Hunter, what's he doing? Oh my god.
What a mistake from the Korean. He showed off first with his panda blocking a footman to death here, but then just running into the human army with his hurt Demon Hunter. That was a big mistake that we are not known from the probably best Night Elf player in the world at the moment.
Oh my god, is he losing his tree to the creeps right now?
There is repair wisps, but it's a lot of damage thanks to the True Shot aura. The panda definitely has to help fast.
Oh my god. And we see the Naga being picked up right now, and TH is going to keep on pressuring. He has level 2 aura now for more water elementals. He's going to be able to grab up this gargantuan sea turtle. And the Demon Hunter takes a long time to get back. And there's going to be pressure coming towards the main where there is no moon juice.
And a big mana potion for additional water elementals. Whoa,
What
whoa.
did he do, man?
This looks very, very good for China, for TH. But the Panda, Robe of the Magi, getting level 3, Breath of Fire level 2, and a lot of mana. Can this little Pandaren save LawLiet from losing Turtle Rock as well? He's going for the altar, of course he is. He wants to deny him the Demon Hunter, he wants to get one of the strongest heroes out, and this seems to be working. There's no repair, once again, way too late, and he has to fight without his first hero now.
I think it's okay. The Panda's level 3. He doesn't have Drunken Haze, by the way, interestingly. But still, level 2 Breath ain't too bad at all. And there's the TP out.
He needs to go to the tavern, get his Demon Hunter back. Tier 3 takes some time, only 1/3 or halfway through. And on the other side, TH, he has double Arcane Sanctum ready. He has the Blacksmith ready. Is he going for Rifleman? Not just yet. No Workshop as well. But this is his time now. He has all the time in the world to creep the head of the turtle now. In the meantime, LawLiet wants to go for a little distraction. Oh, and the Demon Hunter is back from the tavern, as we mentioned.
Did he have the healing potion before, by the way?
Yeah, I was just noticing that, but I don't know.
Or was it just transferred? I wonder. Look at the lumber, by the way, for the human. Where on maps where there's no lab for the Shredder, oftentimes they struggle really hard with the lumber income. And it seems to be the same soon for him as well. He needs to get another Sanctum, needs to get a Workshop, he needs to get upgrades. He needs so much, and for the time being he only has his footmen. Again, he has a lot of footmen, but that's all he has this time. And LawLiet has the tier 3 coming, has the expansion, it hasn't been harassed. Honestly, apart from that silly Demon Hunter loss, it's looking perfect for the Korean.
Yeah, that's right. Parry up the Vitality for him here. We get the Medallion of Courage for the human player who is keeping it. Buying 2 heal scrolls again, and that was what won him the first fight on Amazonia last time. Having 2 heal scrolls and his opponent having none. That is, of course, a big edge, especially if you're fighting against area of effect damage like the Breath of Fire.
And I wonder, is the Drunken Brawler instead of the Drunken Haze a mistake or intentional? Because usually we always see Drunken Haze. It boosts the damage by so much, like, I don't know, 70% or something.
But it's dispellable.
It still damages though, even if it's dispelled.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unless you dispel before the breath hits, but that's like godlike reactions.
Okay, then I don't really see a reason for that. Of course, crit and miss chance is pretty good, but of course it's not as strong of a crit as a Demon Hunter does, as a Blade Master does, and the evasion is not as strong as a Demon Hunter evades. We have the big Invul potion here, level 4, and now he skills Drunken Haze, so it must have been a mistake.
I don't know how exactly it interacts. I think one level of Drunken Haze deals the same amount of damage as the second level, but I am not too sure on that one. Here comes the creep check, by the way. Second red camp for the human, and he absolutely cannot fight this at all. These are footmen, these are kind of useless at this stage in the game. He's gonna try to get as many creeps here as he can. He's gonna leave 3 behind. More experience for LawLiet. Where is the 70 supply push standing? Honestly, not too great. He doesn't have such a great bank, and again, the lumber is his issue. Only 36. He cannot churn out that production as much. Again, no Goblin Laboratory, no Shredder.
Yeah, he needs more peasants, that's for sure. No tier 3, we see the first mortar team. Of course, one of the biggest targets here for the Night Elf, so we have to protect the mortar teams. It's one of the biggest parts of your damage. So TH got both tail and turtle, and head of the turtle. Got a crystal ball and the medallion of course. Nothing game changing here. What can the panda and the demon hunter fight at the next forest troll warlord? It is Scourge,
Nice.
bone chimes,
Oh.
and Tom of experience. Ding 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 ding. Jackpot.
Under attack.
That's what I just wanted to do. Perfect drops for him, and this is even more experience if he finds his opponent here. He might only have 1 bear, but these heroes right now are killer. But actually, there's 3 breakers here, and the position is beautiful. Look at this choke. TH would love to have a real fight in here. He's gonna try to bait the first scroll of healing, but is he using it? I don't think he did.
Nope, he
Doesn't want to waste it just for footmen.
Exactly, he's sacrificing his footman, a few die, a bit more experience on Demon Hunter and Panda, both very close to level 5, but once again the Demon Hunter is in trouble using the potion now. And he
Don't let him
won't do
die
the
again,
same
man.
mistake twice, portaling out here.
Is LawLiet in upkeep already, by the way? Yes, he has 77 supply. Holy crap, where did that come from? He's actually ahead of the human by quite a bit. Yeah, that's not the way this is supposed to work.
But we have
But
a
I
level
guess-
5 Archmage here. We have a strong Naga with 660 mana plus a big mana potion. But here's a creep jack coming. Gargantuan Sea Turtle is dead. What's the item? We don't know for sure. There it is, Wand of Mana Stealing. Against the Panda. Might be good.
No upgrades at all, by the way, on LawLiet's side. He would love to get a few more kills here. Drunken Ace, Breath of Fire, nice damage. No mana pot on the Pandaren. So close to level 5 right now. 1 more kill will be his level 3 for the Breath. And these bears, man, are running forward, chewing through. But his hero's again in trouble. Invul used on the Demon Hunter. He's still not level 5, finally on the Panda. And now, look at the damage. Where is he throwing it? He's trying to, but he's slow. He can't get in there. But I think he's winning the fight regardless.
Yeah, he's chasing the Archmage, he has to get back. Now there's some space for the Pandaren, and there's still plenty of mana. We see the first big Breath of Fire. Needs to use the heal scroll immediately. Wand of Mana still being used, but TH knows exactly that he can't fight there, he can't stay in there. All his blockers are evaporated by the bears, except, yeah, a few breakers, but they are severely hurt. And now it's time for Scroll of Regeneration as fast as possible. The Panda really is the carry for LawLiet in this. If he joins the fight, if he can get in the positions that he wants to, he will kill this army. But if the Breakers are doing a great job, there's still a chance for TH. We see the Ancient of Wind for Fury Dragons, of course, area of effect damage against casters. And that is definitely needed as long as the Panda cannot reach them. Still a few bears here. We have 71 supply for TH and for LawLiet, and TH is getting ready for a push towards the expansion.
I'm very surprised after that fight that LawLiet didn't try to steal the items from his opponent's merchant. I think that was a big mistake, honestly, because now he's re-equipped with 2 scrolls of healing, and there's no way that TH can win this fight without scrolls. Here we go, Drunken Ace, Breath of Fire. Not that well placed, honestly, and now the bears are all funneling in from the same direction. This is a decent position for the human player. Mass Militia coming in as well. He's kiting backwards, but so many bears here, so much health to chew through, and the next combo dealing a lot of damage.
First heal scroll is countering it. Demon Hunter level 5.3. Of course, the 2 ultimates are the strongest in the game for the Night Elf. Immolation being used. There is no potion anymore on the Demon Hunter, though he is in trouble. There's a staff on the Panda, and he can save his hero by that. And LawLiet is winning the fight. Once again, TH has to take a step backwards, but the mortar teams, 4 of them with 1-0 upgrade. Holy Christ, that is so much damage. And LawLiet is losing 1 bear after another. Nice kiting by the human player.
I can't believe he didn't steal the scrolls. Honestly, that was such a big mistake. That was such a big mistake. It's such an easy mistake to make. You don't think of it, you want to run back, you want to buy potions, you want to get moonstones and stuff, but that... If he loses the game, that's the reason, honestly. He loses expansion right now. Already something that shouldn't have happened. Panda has level 5, but no mana currently. He's gonna have a little bit in a little while. Demon Hunter is coming in with a mana pot as well. Mortar Team's caught in the back, but the Panda also in trouble now. Is he overextending?
Looks like it. The position for TH is not that bad. The Panda is coming in, but he doesn't fight. He doesn't find it, and he gets burned by the breakers. So no Breath of Fire. He can't really transfer the mana potion. So everything is running against LawLiet. And even though the first fight went great, a double level up, 6 and 5 mass teleport. The Naga dies somewhere. The bears are all hurt. The Mortar Teams are still standing. I'm pretty impressed with TH's micro here in those fights. The Demon Hunter has nothing to save himself. Level 6 immolation maybe, but nope! He's losing the first hero as well for the second time after 20 minutes.
God.
LawLiet is losing this as well.
I can't believe it. What the hell?
What a throw.
Wow. Oh, that was so unnecessary. That game was absolutely his. Absolutely his. Buy those scrolls, get a TP again so you can get out if things get too difficult. Buy a mana pot for the Panda. It was such easy adjustments. And he had a lot of resources, man. He had so many resources. Still, very well played by LawLiet. A shame that he gives it away towards the end. But still, TH, we have to say, playing this really well. Identifying the one chance he has to win this game and grabbing that opportunity. So very well done by TH, honestly. But LawLiet, these are mistakes he usually doesn't make.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, I think this TWCL semi-final versus Remind showed weakness. Maybe the traveling gets to him. He was coughing a lot. I don't see that today, but of course you spend a lot of time in planes, you spend a lot of time in hotel rooms where there is air conditioning all the time, so this drags on your body, and maybe LawLiet is not used to it. Of course for TH it's a little easier. He lives in China, he doesn't have to fly all the way back and forth. Well, we see a replay from the game on AZ. And now Total Rock. That was a good harass by LawLiet that we see here. The first hit with the Panda. But yeah, the staff action, just look at it. Scroll of the Beast being used in Town Portal immediately with 10 HP. That was just beautiful.
And after that, I think we should be seeing the silly death of the demon. One of those signs that maybe today something's wrong.
He had the potion.
You know what I think that was? I think he's not used to having the potion in that slot. I think he thought the potion was one slot to the right because usually the TP is in that spot. I imagine that's what it was. He clicked the button for the potion, but it was the wrong button because it was in the TP position. That is at least what happens to me every now and then in ladder. And now it happens to a lot of players. But honestly, he still should have won that game after that, but... what a shame.
Yeah. But I think we have a little break here now. Looks like it. So do we want to do a break as well or just talk over it?
Do you know how long it's gonna be?
I'm gonna ask.
They're showing the guys on stage. Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be like 10 minutes. I guess we can go for a break as well. Okay. They're doing some raffles or something.
Yeah, I think so too. The next map, everybody, is gonna be very, very, very promising because it is Tarina's Stand. And if you follow Warcraft for quite some time, you know TS is Warden time. And who does play the Warden best? LawLiet. It's his chance to come back into the series. It's 2-0 for TH. If he wins the next game, there's gonna be 7 points for China, 0 for Korea. That would be the equalizer, 18 points to 18. If LawLiet wins one more map, Team Korea gets 2 points. If he wins 2 more maps, he gets 4 points. So that's what it's to come here. At China versus Korea, $45,000 on the line. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, the game started, guys. It's Terina's stand. And
Finally, man! Jesus Christ.
that took some time.
Oh, and right away, LawLiet is doing something that I would not have recommended. He's going for a greedy creep camp. He's going for the natural with the Ancient of War. If the TH decides to be very aggressive with instant militia pull and Archmage, he can keep the Warden on level 1 forever. This is a big risk. This can backfire, but if he pulls it off well, he can win the game just from this move, and I've seen this before break LawLiet's back. He scouts it right now. The decision that is coming here in a second is going to be dictating the game.
Okay,
player's
I'm
forces are under attack.
adjusting
Yeah,
everything right now.
you're just slow, bro. Too slow. Slow poke right here, and he's attacking the Ancient of War. He pulled the creeps. They're attacking the Ancient of War. Are there more militia coming from the main? That is the question. And it's going to be a neutral hero for the human. Holy crap.
Wow. That is something...
Or is it?
No,
Well,
it's an
his,
Archmage, right?
yeah, his Archmage is late, but why would you have it late? So I imagine he's gonna cancel it. We saw before an Archmage being late and then being finished, but I think that was a double mind game. There's no real reason to have the altar late.
I gotta change the colors. Everything is still a little fucked up here from the 2 and 2.
Alright, it's gonna be interesting. Wisp sees the footman coming down. This is already indicating, alright, you're coming for my expansion. So honestly, I don't think LawLiet should be starting this camp. The LawLiet will be popping out in just a second here. And is the Archmage gonna be finishing? What does the footman see? Is he maybe gonna be canceling the M, depending on what he sees? Footman sees, alright, creep hasn't been started. And the Archmage finishes, and the Wisp scouts this on the other side, so this is top play from all sides, reacting to each other. This is what I was hoping for.
Okay, now finally everything is set up. This is match points for TH, and if he wins this, the series of China versus Korea is equalized. Korea had a 7-point lead before going into this match here today. TH could be the savior of China with one more map win. But this is LawLiet's specialty. This is Warden play. His match plan is out the window already, as Remo explained, because he cannot creep this right now. Way too much aggression from TH, and he's taking his his expansion as a first creep spot.
And the Archmage is gonna be level 1 after this. And level 1 Archmage is the squishiest hero in the game. First Shadow Strike coming out immediately. Double Wisp detonate against the Water Elemental. Needs only one, in fact. Has 2 more. Might be able to get the second Water Elemental as well. But the Warden taking quite a bit of damage herself. By the way, this is the cool thing about Tyrannos. You can go for some aggression. If you don't want to commit to the aggression, you can take the gold mine right next to it. That is basically only possible on this very map. Next Shadow Strike hitting the Archmage. Half HP. Warden has 1 more SS remaining. And now it has turned daytime. And nighttime, excuse me. And there is no reveal for the human. But he's blocking the Warden as best he can with the Peasant. She's surrounded. Here comes the Detonate, not hitting the Water Elemental. Now doing so. Warden can't get out. And the Archmage is safe. Still 200 hit points remaining. 1 Shadow Strike will not be enough for the kill.
Yeah, not a good opening for LawLiet here. Only level 1.5. Well, that's okay because he didn't use 1 creep spot here. But the Archmage is ahead. He starts his expansion. The Warden can't get out. Surrounded forever. Oh, reveal being used. Shadow Strike and the Town Portal on level 1. Wow, that is a horrible start. Usually, you want the Warden on level 3 as fast as possible. You take risky creep spots, especially LawLiet is
But
one. He
wait
was
a
very
second.
creative. Huh?
He's going for the Merc Camp here. If he gets the Greater Mana
Yeah.
and buys the Boots of Speed, I think this game might just be over.
Yeah.
So, 20% chance, and this game might be an easy win. Is he going for the gamble here? Taskmaster, what you got in your pocket? Not the Greater Mana.
No. A bit more damage can be good though, but it's not what he was looking for. At least he has a Shadow Priest now and the Berserker, the Troll Twins. But yeah, I don't know. His game plan completely crashed, and TH is in a wonderful position to take this home 3-0.
He's gonna get the boots as well. This is important. I'm surprised after the TP home, the Warden didn't get the boots immediately. Because she needs them desperately.
Yeah,
Footman now coming in.
LawLiet and the shops today, not a very good relationship, not a healthy one. Turtle Rock lost due to the fact that he didn't steal the items from the shop, and once again, he is down because no boots versus boots is always good for the Archmage.
Boots have a short cooldown though, so he should be able to acquire them for himself fairly shortly. And the thing is, AM still only level 2, still far away from level 3, so even though he has the boots of speed, if the Warden gets to level 3 with her own boots, she will be able to easily chase down the old man on the horse. Unless we see a Zeppelin or some really cool micro moves. Because he only has 475 hit points and he's continuing to creep. Using the Ancient of Wonders, in fact, to gather more experience. Lots of Lightning Shield here, taking quite a bit of damage. Is he getting the boots? Not quite ready yet. Why is it Telestaff? And he gets level 3 right here.
Alright, Warden staffing in. The item is hers to take. It's the Gloves of Haste, alright. Still, Lightning Shield, okay. Oh, TH bought the Shredder. That's a big one. Massive damage towards the Berserker. Well done by TH stealing this. Archmage is kind of in trouble, but still gets away. Still can go home to his shop. But yeah, this is massive damage. This is good for his economy. And now there's no chance for LawLiet to get a Shredder for himself. So, very, very important pick.
And again, we see pretty fast tier 2 tech by TH across all the games. We saw fast tier 2, and you know what he doesn't get? Towers.
Yeah.
He does not get towers. There's one single arcane tower at the expansion. What he does is instead, lots of Footman, aggression, and Footman is only gold, and he runs across the map towards his opponent. Boots on the Archmage, mass Footman, and then head for your opponent's base. That way you distract, that way you can tech. That's pretty cool, and I don't think too many humans do this.
I agree. I've rarely seen this before, but it seems to be working, and maybe that is the solution against the Warden, or another solution. We see a counter expansion from LawLiet in the upper right, but before he is still distracted by Footman, and the Shredder has to take care of his Berserker. He's not allowed to let this one die. 2 Engines of Lore are in the builds, but I think he's not in a position to contest them at this very moment. Berserker is still alive, but for how long? The Shredder is dying though. TH not microing him at all, but he's trading him for the Berserker.
We saw some sloppiness out of TH today with his early game units, where it's like, yeah, whatever, don't need to micro, A-click, it's fine. And the Warden now low HP, it's turned daytime, the Moonwells are super dry, he's going for the Ancients of Lore, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Of course, Fan of Knives here would be beautiful. Zeppelin now to keep the Warden safe as best he can, and the Archer as well. But the Warden very low on HP still.
The lore! He kills the lore! What a mistake again, the repair way too late. How can he allow this to happen?
These Footmen, man. These masses of Footmen. Shadow Strike ain't good enough.
Level 4 now on the Warden. But I don't get this. This is not a perfect play for LawLiet, not a perfect day for LawLiet, that's for sure. And once again, TH sitting at the driver's wheel, dictating the game so far. But the question is, what is the Warden capable of doing? We know that LawLiet likes to change things up, likes to use the Tome of Retraining, not Shadow Strike anymore, but Blink and Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives, and that's when things get really annoying.
But again, TH doesn't give him any time. He's gotten the Naga now with the boots on her. And he knows it's daytime, he knows the Moonwells are dry, and the Warden is desperately looking for those HP points and the mana points. HP points, by the way, pretty stupid. Stands for hit points.
Rest in peace in pieces.
And the next lore attempt will be cancelled as well. And what's he supposed to do against the Zeppelin? Here we see Fan of Knives finally, but this is maybe a little too late.
Yeah, he's trapped there, and I think he can't enter the Zeppelin. The Warden is in deep, deep trouble. Another Fan of Knives, that hurt. But can he get out? Second Zeppelin, that's a lot of gold, and his expansion is still not up. Because as you mentioned, oh boy, this is risky! He has vision, but not the range.
Holy Jesus. By the way, he bought the Zapper, TH did, and destroyed the shop.
Ah, nice.
Neat little move. And this Warden is not what she used to be.
Definitely not. He feels the pressure, and yeah, the engine of the Tree of Life is still standing there. He doesn't have the time to uproot it.
Oh, and TH is having some fun here. He's going for tier 3. He could easily finish this game with a tier 2 push, but he wants to enjoy himself here a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think this is only fooling around, but also like Knights and Mortars are a lot better than Breakers and well, not really. Okay, so yeah, it's Magic Immunity. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning. Yeah, you're right. Well, we saw Hawk playing tier 3. We saw Infi playing tier 3 against Warden. So this is a valid choice.
But it's more about the game state. Like, if he just keeps on applying pressure, he just wins.
A player's forces are
If he waits for tier 3, maybe on tier 2 his opponent can stabilize and finally find space for the Warden. If he just hits this with Riflemen and Casters, and maybe Mortar teams, this game's over. But it seems like he might just be winning this with Footmen and 2 heroes, because LawLiet is struggling hard.
He's trying to get his expo up with an Engine of War here. That's gonna take some time as well. It's still daytime for quite some time, so Moon Juice is still empty. There's no shop anymore, no potions, no Moonstone, no nothing. There's nothing the Warden can do at the moment.
And it's gonna be nighttime soon, which is gonna be helping her. But it's gonna need a lot more than nighttime. I think this is gonna be Zapper time. We only have one though.
Shredder again.
Shredder again, alright.
Yeah, and TH is once again stuck on, lumber starved. So a lot of gold, but not too much lumber. Okay, but the expansion is up. The expansion will be running. Is LawLiet stabilizing here? The Warden still his mighty weapon, but the expansion has not been contested twice. Only the first little harass, which didn't help too much, and there we see double Workshop now. And double Griffin Aviary as well.
Alright, Dragonhawks coming in. Not waiting for the Griffin Riders. With this he's gonna have a decent counter to the Dryads. And by the way, this entire time he's denying the shop no heal potions for the Warden. Alright, finally it's nighttime. He gets some juice out of the Moonwells. But still, he needs more time. He needs more time to be left alone, but TH is not giving him any alone time at all.
There's something here. Okay, he's trying to build the shop at the mercenary camp. The Dryad's desperately trying to get rid of the Zeppelin, but no chance in hell. There's a lot of Shadow Strike now, but okay, he gets the Shredder for the second time. Oh, Fog Lightning! Another Fireball! Thank God for him that his boots on both heroes so he can run away.
The Dragonhawks could have maybe been able to intercept, but wasn't doing it.
But now she has to run away all the time.
This is like a cat playing with a mouse. TH is playing with his prey right now. Paladin coming third. And what's he getting? Tanks. Alright. Everyone knows the best way to have fun is produce tanks. Let's go.
Yeah, tanks and griffins, man. That's gonna be a hard nut to crack if he goes for griffins. Did he keep his shredder or did he lose it again? Oh, he's not using it for lumber, so it doesn't even matter. Warden finally got some items. Finally a clarity. Can finally use his spells again. But the tanks
sad
are coming.
when we call that some items, that's sad.
Yeah.
You got a clarity! Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Total domination by TH so far. Is there a way back into this game with a hero kill or something? Nice Fog Lightning against the Wisps, and he picks them up one after another. The Fan of Knives goes into basically nowhere, and the Warden is dropping low once again, down to 50%. And even though she's level 5 now, what can she accomplish? A lot of Dragonhawks here. The Moon Juice is gone. Fan of Knives hits a bit, but not too much. And the Moon Juice is completely empty once again. Knights are coming in, tanks are coming in, and the Fan of Knives is not doing it.
Yep, Warden ain't good enough. Here comes Muddy the Mud Golem, ladies and gentlemen. First time today on our stream. Next Fan of Knives. but he can't kill anything. Now the Warden, she might be the one to fall. One more volley and she's dead! And so is the game for LawLiet. It's been for quite a while now. When's he gonna admit it? Should be any second now because this is GG over. And TH in dominating fashion, steamrolling through 3-0. And LawLiet, I don't know if he's sick or what, but this was not his day.
Definitely not. This was the weakest performance of LawLiet that I've seen in quite some time. It was not that TH was just better all the time. He was good, but some games LawLiet had in his hand, I'd say. But he threw it away. Like Turtle Rock, the Demon Hunter loss, completely spiraled out of control. And yeah, this is really, really an upset here in the China versus Korea clan war. And it's 7 points for China, 0 for Korea.
Yeah, I would have never thought this. It's kind of cool though, because now we're all tied up again. It's 18-18 overall, and we're even Stevens again.
Okay, I'm gonna show it in a second on stream when I updated Liquipedia. Doesn't take too long.
I don't know, something was really off about LawLiet. Like, this is not the LawLiet. I don't think this is like that he's in bad shape currently. I think just today something was wrong. Maybe he had to vomit when he woke up or something. Something was just wrong. LawLiet doesn't play like this.
That was a big assumption.
LawLiet plays way better in Rust Brain Cup with a 300 ping. Like, I've never seen him make those mistakes before. But hey, everyone has bad days, and I said before in the starting of this cast that LawLiet really rarely has those days. Well, turns out today was one of those days.
True, so we're gonna see the end of this game. Victory for TH. See the casters. Oh, Sky is casting with Forest Bridge. Yeah, I'd love to see some emotions from the players. But I don't know if we're gonna see that or not.
Yeah, guys, today we don't have many games to show you. This is it already for China versus Korea. We only had it was the captain's match earlier, but now it's the match of the best or something.
Yeah, best of the best, it's called.
Best of the best. And the best of the best of the best today is TH. And here we see him.
True. And yeah. No emotions at all, just unpacking his stuff, daily business, and LawLiet. Yeah, just look at him.
He knows today shit ain't right.
Yeah, some pictures speak a million words. Remind is trying to cheer him up, I guess, but yeah. That's it, and let's go into the bracket here. It's updated on Team Liquid. 18-18. Why is that so wrongly formatted? I don't know, but you get it. 18-18, 0 points for Korea, and 7 points for China. So yeah, next week we have 2 clan wars. This time 2 2-on-2s and 2 1-on-1s instead of 3 1-on-1s and 1 2-on-2. So yeah, how good are these teams in 2-on-2s? We know Fly is damn strong. Won the 2-on-2 competition in GCS together with Zoshishi, but Zoshishi is not playing here. So far, Korea has won both 2-on-2s.
Infi played Night Elf in those 2-on-2s, right?
Yeah, really interesting. Jack and Lin were playing, and of course we know Focus is an amazing 2-on-2 player together with LawLiet. He has a big history in playing with Shy for Team Go. Remind was an excellent 2-on-2 player as well. Maybe the best 2-on-2 team of all time together with Soju. So I think when it comes to 2-on-2s, Korea has the upper hand.
Yeah, I would agree. Especially historically, Korea always has been a great 2-on-2 nation. And yeah, those players just themselves, so much experience. And maybe put TH in there. It seems like TH is more flexible. Maybe Infi, that's not his forte, the 2-on-2.
Yeah, TH of course played back in the mouse sports days with Hasuops and Fly and all the others. So he's experienced as well. For China, there's no Yumiko, who was pretty damn strong with WFZ together. So yeah, that's pretty bad. I haven't seen 120 playing 2-on-2. I haven't seen Live play 2-on-2. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how things pan out for Team China. But yeah, that's next week. So far, we are ready here at Back to Warcraft. A dominating 3-0 for TH was what we saw today. And yeah, the schedule for the next upcoming days. Tomorrow, of course, Jera Cup 15 CEST. And then from Thursday on, Warcraft Madness here at Back to Warcraft. So if you enjoyed the stream, if you enjoy Warcraft, leave us a follow, leave us a subscription. If you want us to cast even more, feel free to